Hey, what up, everyone? This is Gabriel Santos from gfsantos.com. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys the one major key that helped me gain full control and full trust in myself when it came to using weed in moderation and finally feeling like I had self-control again. So as the title in this video states, the number one key to having self-control with weed is to honor your word. And I'm going to use the word integrity to encapsulate honoring your word, okay? I don't even know, is encapsulate a word? Anyways, so honoring your word is extremely important because you essentially are someone who follows through and does what they say they're going to do. And the reason why that's important when it comes to people who have weed addiction or uncontrolled weed use is that we've trained ourselves accidentally to go against what we say we're going to do. For example, I don't know how many times me, and I'm sure you, have said to yourself, like, I'm not going to smoke today, or that's it, I'm done. And then the next day, or even maybe the next hour, you're smoking weed again. And what happens is when we don't honor our word, we can't trust ourselves because we don't follow through. And so if you're someone who says, you know, pretend this is a joint, okay, like I'm not going to smoke today, I'm done, you know. And then later on that day, you're like, you experience yourself smoking weed that day. Well, then you essentially are a liar to yourself and you know it. And so over time, when you tell yourself 1, 2, 3, 400 times that you're not going to smoke, but you follow through and you smoke, or you don't follow through and you smoke, well, then how can you trust yourself? You know, you're like a boy who cries wolf, right? And so the only way to really know with certainty that when you say, I'm not going to smoke today, or I'm not going to smoke tomorrow, and really believe it, is to follow through many, many times. And then you come to learn that, okay, like I actually do what I say I'm going to do. And so you just have to follow through, guys. And I know it's hard at first. I know it's hard, but that's where the game changes. Because when you follow through one time, you're like, okay, you don't necessarily trust yourself yet, but you're like, okay, you know, it's kind of like if, for example, let's just say, you know, one of your best friends or maybe even your significant other, your partner, they betray your trust, okay? Are you going to trust them on that first time when they try and prove themselves to you? No. Maybe not even the second time. Maybe not even the 10th time. But after the 20th time or the 50th time when they follow through, you're like, okay, like I can trust you again. So in a similar way, you have to gain your own trust back. You have to gain your own trust back when it comes to weed, because if you're someone who identifies as addicted to weed, we do not trust ourselves. And so we got to learn to trust ourselves again, that when we say we're not going to smoke, or we're only going to smoke once, or we're only going to smoke after on the weekend, we have to follow through. We have to follow through for ourselves so we can trust ourselves. And by the 20th time, by the 50th time, you know that you'll follow through. And here's the thing, like, does it get easier? Yes. But it may not necessarily become automatic. And so even after the 100th time when you've said no effectively, you're still going to face times when you're like, fuck, I wish I could just go smoke anyways, right? But you got to follow through. You got to follow through. And this is a big deal, guys. It's a big deal to follow through because we have to be on our own team. We have to have our own back when it comes to this weed thing. Like, come on, you got to have your own back in this ride, you know? Anyways, so it's all about honoring your word and being able to trust yourself that when you say, I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do this, that you follow through. And the great thing is, integrity is not just important for being in control of weed. It also applies to being in control of your food, being in control of your fitness, being in control of your money, being in control when it comes to relationships. All right, if you can follow through with your word and you have a high level of integrity, it will pay off massively in all the other areas of your life, because it's just a skill. It's just a muscle. All right, so that's today's video. That's today's message. Have some integrity, guys. All right, follow through. Gain your own trust back. That way you can enjoy weed in a healthy way and not just run away to it or habitually use it mindlessly. And if you're someone who's looking to dive a little deeper into other things other than integrity that helped me get through my weed addiction and have full self-control when it comes to weed, feel free to buy my book. The link is in the description. It's called Marijuana Mindfulness, Transcend the Addiction Cycle and Gain Ultimate Self-Control. It's available on Amazon for $10. Other than that, guys, have a good day. I'm in Rome for a week or so with my sisters and my brother. I'm going to enjoy myself, eat some pizza, have some prosciutto, which is a type of like sparkling wine. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Comment, subscribe, share. Peace.